Hello, everybody. My name is Kazu. Nice to meet you. This is my daily challenge speaking English for 30 minutes straight using tofu style questions, no script, just spontaneous answers, just like the real exam. Let's get started. Today is day 172. Day 172. Hello, everybody. How are you? I talked about, you know, my romance yesterday, but no views. So you guys are not interested in my romance. Of course, you guys don't. You guys aren't interested in my romance. Of course, I know. Anyway, anyway. Anyway, so good news. I I keep doing my Instagram account activity. So I uploaded one reel yesterday. So actually, I decided to upload one reel per 2 days. That's the best way to continue the account, the Instagram. Anyway, okay, let's review. I spent yesterday just being lazy. Yes, I spent last Monday being lazy. But from yesterday, I changed my mind. I was able to refresh my mind. Then I did fresh start yesterday. So I woke up at 5 a.m. today and I did my morning routine too. Finally, I want to make this habit. I want to make this morning routine my habit. But I can't keep it up sometimes. But this time, I'll do that. This time I do that. I definitely do that. I make this routine my habit. I've heard that if you can keep doing something for 21 days, that would make your habit. That I'll explain it to and explain it again. I've heard that if you can keep doing something for over 21 days, this could be your habit. I've heard that if you keep doing something for over 21 days, it can become your habit. Become your habit. I've heard that if you keep doing something for over 21 days, it can become your habit. So I wanna keep this routine, my morning routine, for over 21 days to become my habit. I keep my morning routine wait. I keep up with my morning routine for over 21 days to become my habit. I've kept up with my morning routine for over 21 and it has become my habit. I've been keeping up with my morning routine for over 20 years. Yeah, I'm going to keep up with my morning routine for the next 21 days to make it a habit. To make it a habit. To make it my habit. I'm going to keep up with my morning routine for over 21 days to make it a habit. Yeah, anyway, I spent last Monday just being lazy. This sounds like I don't have experience in romance. I didn't know the word romance. I've heard of it, but I didn't know the meaning of romance. Anyway, so I was talking about a girl whom I'm interested in. So I think she is interested in me. I said something like that, and I thought that sounds like I don't have experience in romance because, you know, people who don't have enough experience in romance, they tend to mislead people's feeling, especially in romance. Yeah, sometimes I mislead other people's feeling. Anyway, I started to feel embarrassed while talking, maybe maybe you can understand this feeling. It's a little bit embarrassing when you are talking about your romance. So that's what yeah, that's why I said this. I started to feel embarrassed while talking. I started to feel embarrassed while talking. I might be misleading the situation. I might be misreading the situation, but I think she was interested in me because she tried to talk to me. I didn't talk to her, but she tried to talk to me. Yeah, you can, at least you can say she is interested in me, right? I might be misreading the situation though. She tried to talk to me. It was very nice. She was smiling at me while talking. But it's possible she was just being kind because I'm a customer. She is the staff of the store. So it's possible that she was just nice because I was a customer. Anyway, I don't want to misread her feelings. When we first met, she said she wanted me to come to the session. When we first met, like I applied to my running form checking session. So I have 15 minutes and you have 15 minutes in that session. You run on the treadmill and there are lots of cameras around the treadmill. Then they can record your running form. Then they analyze your form. Then they tell us about the form. Like, you should change your figure or something like that. So I just started running. So I was wondering my running form was suitable, was good or not. So I wanted to check my form. That's why I applied to the session. And that session, she was there. In that session, she was there. She checked my form and she explained the analysis. The results of the analysis. So at that time, I thought she was very kind, and even she tried to she asked me to come to the next running session. Then last week I went to the session. Yeah, it's it's possible that she just asked me to come to the session because I was a customer. I don't want to explain this again because I've started to feel embarrassed while talking. I don't want to talk about my romance because it is a little bit embarrassing. Anyway. So, in the running session, she tried to talk to me. I chatted with her a little bit, and it's been a long time since I felt thrilled. I felt a little thrilled talking to someone. I felt a little thrill talking to someone. It's been a long time since I felt a little thrill. Felt a little thrill talking to someone. It's been a long time since I felt a little thrill talking to someone. I think she wouldn't invite me to an event she would be at if she didn't want to see me. Even I was a customer. Even if I am a customer. She wouldn't invite me to the event she would be at. She'd be at if she didn't want to see me. She didn't want to see me. She wouldn't. If she didn't want to see me. If she didn't want to see me. She wouldn't invite me to an event she'd be at. If she didn't like me, she wouldn't have asked. If she didn't like me, she wouldn't have asked me to go because she would have to see me there. If she didn't like me, she wouldn't have she wouldn't have asked me to go. I wanna study. I have to study for if structure. I can't use if very well. If she didn't like me. If she didn't like me, she wouldn't have asked me to go to the session because she would have to see me there. If she didn't want to see me, she wouldn't invite me to the event she would be at. Invite me to an event. If she didn't want to see me, she wouldn't invite me to an event she would be at. If she doesn't like me, it's okay, I'll just move on. So I also know she wouldn't gain anything financially. I also know she wouldn't gain anything financially by having me there. Her salary isn't affected by my attendance. Because when I applied to the session, I didn't write who invited me. It was the second time I met her at the session. It was the second time I met her at the running session. So I'm going to go to the next running session on December. And at that time, I'm going to go to the next running session on December. And at that time, I'm gonna give her my contact information somehow. And I think this is the best way to approach her, because I can know her true feeling. Because if she doesn't like me, she wouldn't contact me. But if she does like me, she would contact me. So she herself has the option. I don't force her to contact me. She can choose whether she contacts me or not. That's why I think this is the best way to approach her. You don't know how. Cause maybe you don't wanna say me. And after all, you're my wonderwall. I'm going to the next running session in December. In next December. And I'll find a natural moment to give I'm going to the next running session in December, and I'll find a natural moment to give her my contact information. I think this is the best way to approach her, because it lets me see her true feeling. Feelings, Nanda. I think this is the best way to approach her because it lets me see her true feeling. If she doesn't like me, she won't. If she doesn't like me, she won't contact me. If she does like me, she will contact me. That way, the choice is hers. The choice. That way, the choice is hers. I'm not forcing her to contact me. She can choose whether to contact me, whether to contact me or not. That's why I think this is the best approach, the best way to approach her. I think this is the best approach. Great. Great. I also know she wouldn't gain anything financially by having me there. Anyway. Wait a minute. Get it. I'll leave it. 10,000 was standing on Benesama. Wait a minute. Get it. I'll leave it. 10,000 was standing on Benesama. Big stepper. Underground method. Top notch. What subject do you wish? Yeah, let's answer a question. The answer is, what subject do you wish you had learned earlier in life? Actually, financial. There's no basic subject. That is not basic. This is not in basic subjects. Wait. I will record my speaking. The question is, what subject do you wish you had learned earlier in life? I wish I had learned finance earlier in life. In Japan, actually, finance is not basic subjects, so we don't actually learn finance while we are students. But I think finance is necessary to learn for everyone. After graduating from all schools, most people have to make money. And the important thing is how to use your money. It is very important for everyone. Just the usual workers too, and the salarymen too, musicians, athletes, Even kids got warrants sometimes. And yeah, almost everyone except sons of rich parents. Anyway, recently I started I've recently I've started using NISA. It is tax-free financial account to do investment such as mutual funds, stocks, individual stocks, something like that. So we do need to learn how to use money that you earn to make it bigger. So we need investment information, investment knowledge, or knowledge how to spend your money. Because if you can save your money, you can use it for other things. So that's why very important. That's why finance knowledge is very important. I don't think I explained it very well. I'm going to record myself speaking. Record myself speaking. I'm going to record the question is, what subject do you wish you had learned earlier in life? I wish I had learned finance earlier in life. In Japan, finance isn't really taught as a core subject. Finance is not a basic subject. Is not is not our basic subject. So we don't really learn finance in school. So we don't really learn finance in school. But I think finance is something everyone needs to learn. After graduating, most people have to make a living. Most people have to earn a living, make a living. And the important thing is how to use your money. That's important for everyone, even ordinary workers. Office workers. Salaryman は忘れなんだ。Office workers. Salaried employees. with workers, musicians, musician athletes, even kids. Kids even get allowance sometimes. Allowances, allowances sometimes. It applies to almost everyone. It applies. It applies to almost everyone, except maybe the children of wealthy parents. Children, except maybe the children of wealthy parents. Anyway, I recently started using NISA. It is tax-free financial account to do investments such as it is a tax advantageous. It's a tax advantageous investment account in Japan for things like mutual fund and individual stocks. So we really need to learn how to put the money we earn to work and make it grow. Put the money we earn to work and make it grow. We need financial literacy, both how to invest and how to spend wisely. Literacy. We need financial literacy. You can save money, you can use it for other things. That's why it's so important. That's why financial knowledge, financial literacy, literacy is so important. It's very difficult to pronounce. Literacy. Thank you so much. Bye bye.